this one. Hopefully the next one's a bit more interesting. Right, this one's an hour and a half. Still in compute? Yes.
Certs do sound expensive, but I guess it's an investment. But I have to learn lots first. Smile.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got a role like at a company, then I'd get them to pay for it and just say, oh, I'm interested in doing this. Can you spot the money for the certificate? Because what they'll usually do is they'll pay for at least one attempt at an exam. If you're really lucky, they'll pay for a retry. But yeah, you don't. If you keep failing it, they're not going to keep spunking up cash for it. So yeah, but if that's an option, I definitely see if your workplace will fund like a training budget for you.
Gotta get that job first.
Well, any job, like, it doesn't have to be an InfoSec one. Just say like, oh, when I get the job, I'm interested in doing this. Like, can you? Like, I think the CISSP was about £600. I might be bloody wrong, but that's it. Yeah, it is £585. So you just get someone to pay for that for you, and then if you fail it, or when I did it, if I failed, it was on me. I'd have to pay that again to retake it. So yeah, it's in your interest then to do a load of prep to pass it. But yeah, you'll probably find most people that have like 1 million certs have at some point got their employers to pay for pretty much all of it. Yeah, they've just got really good training budgets. Yeah, I guarantee there's probably very few people paying it off their own back. Right, let's start this lab. So in this lab, we're going to challenge our EC2
The company I work at
skills.
now is 4 people, and it designs, builds, tests, and fixes electronics. And I do it as a consultant. So not a chance.
So you're working for yourself essentially. You like contracting.
Yeah.
There's a warning on this lab. If you do not follow the exact options in this lab, you will be banned. Like, yeah, don't spin up a load of expensive services. Right, validation.
Whoops.
So,
Translated from French.
right, step 1. Mission. Your mission, you must complete several tasks using the technology related to Amazon Web Services EC2. You'll be given a desired end state, and you're expected to achieve that state on your own. Once you believe that the desired state will get you able to validate your progress, go to the validation steps below to complete the tasks and pass the challenge. Oh, cool. So it doesn't actually tell me anything. Just, here you go. This is your task. Right, so we need a single running EC2 instance. You're a solutions architect working within AWS, and your manager has tasked you with creating an EC2 T2 micro instance. So we just need to create an EC2. So I could have just used that one.
Do you have any tips? Except getting ox.
Getting an OCP for what? For red teaming? I mean, I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I don't have a red team role, but Turn my display off for a sec.
Or any job.
Any job.
In InfoSec.
In InfoSec, so again, it depends what you want to get into. But if you did risk management, then you can probably just get in with like some basic knowledge of risk, like you know, how you would analyze like the given information you've got, like awareness of the frameworks like NIST, IC2, yeah. If you do some stuff like. Yeah, this is expensive, but if you've got like a general awareness of what this is, so this framework is like the standards. So if you're aware of the standards for that, then here you go. So like if you know how to do a risk assessment, how to run a gap analysis, what internal audits are. Like if you think you could do some of that, and the actual documents will explain it, or if you do, I quite like NIST because it's quite a more approachable thing. But so yeah, good thing with NIST is it's free. It doesn't charge you like $200 to fucking get the docs.
Msec says. Web link.
But yeah, this is an open standard made by the US government. So if you download the standard, you'll get the same sort of thing, like defining what controls are, what those controls do, how effective they are, what the objectives of the controls are, how they map to like assets in your infrastructure. Like you do all those things, you run.
Fix it says.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, NIST is really good. Yeah, essentially you map all your risks to like the MITRE framework. You determine like what levels of risks you've got, and then you can have some kind of action plan to mitigate it down to an acceptable level. So then you're looking at like if you go to an interview and they ask you things like what is a risk posture, what's your risk acceptance level, what's your appetite for risk, if you can answer all those things, just to prove that you've got an awareness of what risk management is, and then you say, well,
so that is what you work with.
Yeah, this is what I do.
You can change your TTS voice here. Web link.
I do all this boring stuff. Alan, Tibbs and everyone get to hack into things, and I get to tell people that they're doing things insecurely. Yeah, so it could be things like when you roll out a new web
then
like
I
a
had
website.
an expert to ask.
Like what authorization do you apply to that site? What cryptographic standards do you use? Like what types of cryptography do you use? Do you protect your data at rest? Do you protect data in transit? Do you rotate access tokens? Like all these stupid things are covered in this document somewhere. So it would be you to like know.
Sounds like just reading a few docs.
Yeah, but it's a bloody huge doc. Like you'll be there for days. There should be like an online one. Here we go. So if we skip all this rubbish, get to that. So it's like who the audience for this document is. Should have things like, there we go, control structures. So access controls, awareness and training, auditing, assessing, configuration management, looking at contingency planning, incident response, identification and and auth. So like user auth, what they can do. PII processing, risk assessment, supply chains, like all these things. I think you click on these, they should go to the actual policy. There you go. So if you've got like a training and awareness policy, then it will tell you your policy must...
I usually put stuff like that in my phone and listen while making lunch and working. Got a great app that takes PDFs and other formats. Smile.
And just reads it out loud. Yeah. So if you wanted to create an awareness and training policy, this will give you some good pointers to work from. This is the standard that you should be trying to achieve. Or even better, you just you take what it suggests and go further. So yeah, like, so if you want to provide security and privacy literacy training to system users, including your managers, senior execs, and contractors, and then this whole thing goes into like how you achieve it and like related controls. So if you've got public accessible content, if you're
I feel it's good to know a bit of all things too, so even if I wouldn't work with it, it's interesting.
Yeah, so that's a really good one to go through. Alright, now I've burnt 10 minutes of my lab. I need to log in.
Sorry for derailing you.
That's right.
Ads?
Remember.
Back?
Right, so let's do this. So we need to...
Sorry.
That's alright. Right, we're going to create a single instance of an EC2. We're going to go launch instance. I'm just going to call this what the lab is. So we'll call it that. It's going to be Amazon Linux, micro, key pair. Yeah, we don't have one. Let's just do a new one. Bear. Okay. Oh, we don't care. Don't care. Launch. Check. It's not spun up yet. There we go. It's got a public IP, so that should have passed. Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. It's just done it now. So what didn't we have? We need a root storage of 10 gig. We need to allow incoming traffic, the HTTP traffic. So storage. Need 10 gig of storage, so let's 10 gig. Sorted detached. Why can't I delete the volume? Because it's running. Yeah, it's attached to that one.
Stares, the trash man says.
BRB gota do taxis.
Oh, day. Attach volume. Why can't you see my instance? Oh fuck it, let's just get rid of it. But again, T2. Use my one that I made. 10 gig. And network traffic. We want to allow HTTP from the internet. So now we've got one running. Storage 10 gig, networking. Allowing port 80. So if we check again. Yay, right, so we passed all that. That only took 17 minutes and 10 of that was talking. It gave me an hour and a half. Did I enjoy this lab? Yes, it was